Hello everyone, I'm Razia Athman, happy to bring you some sports this Friday. A big weekend for the African Champions League, which is back. The first games of the group stages start today with a face-off between the most prominent clubs on the continent. That is Ahly of Egypt and Tunisia's Esperance. The two have already played against each other on 16 matchups and 14 times in this very competition. Now, their last encounter takes us back to last season's quarterfinals. After a 2-2 draw in Alexandria, Ahly won on the outside with a score of 2-1. Also this Friday, a major clash as Township Rollers of Botswana hosts Uganda's Kampala Capital City Authority, all in Group A. Now, still in football, there is a new man at the top of Kenya's national football team. Frenchman Sebastien Minye has been appointed following the departure of Belgian Paul Put in February, the Kenyan Federation confirmed. Sebastien previously coached Congo. His first mission will be to qualify Kenya for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon, while the Harambee Stars, the 108th nation in FIFA rankings, have not played in AFCON since 2004. In AFCON finals, And Kenya lost its first qualifying match against Sierra Leone 2-1 in a pool that also includes Ghana and Ethiopia. The 45-year-old French technician has signed a 3-year contract and declares it a new challenge for him. Sebastien Minye was Claude de Leroy's assistant for 9 years in Oman, DR Congo, and Togo. And who will win the UEFA Champions League? All roads are leading to Kiev, of course, with some bets after this week's matches. The final will be played on May 26th in the Ukrainian capital. Real Madrid's Ronaldo will face Liverpool's Salah for the Ballon d'Or. Mo Salah, who was voted best player of the week on Tuesday by English journalists, became the first African player to win this title. Take a look.
The achievements of Egyptian Mohamed Salah are not only adored by coaches or Liverpool fans, but also by many people in his country, and for a good reason. The popularity of the Liverpool player has become the subject of numerous recovery operations, patriotic statements, an anti-drug campaign, but also flashy advertisements. For the government, he publicly supports a campaign of the National Council for Women and appears in a video clip against the drug scourge affecting young people. In present-day Egypt, it's difficult to compete with President Sisi in terms of image. Yet, on television screens, newspaper covers, on shop windows or huge billboards, the face of Mohamed Salah is ubiquitous. Alone or alongside his Egyptian or Liverpool teammates, he promotes a soda brand or a local bank. The Pharaoh's achievements represent a golden opportunity, and because of the ever-growing stakes around him, the player's overexposure has now become a source of conflict. A controversy has thus swelled on Twitter in recent days between the Red striker and the National Federation over a portrait of the international on an official plane of the Pharaohs, the national team. The problem is, this portrait appears alongside the logo of the mobile operator WE, Egypt's sponsor of the World Cup and competitor Vodafone, the player's personal sponsor. Originally from a modest village in the Nile Delta in the north, Mohamed Salah has reached an undisputable milestone in terms of fame since his arrival in England last June.
43 goals and 15 assists in 48 games this season. Quite the success there, which resonates very well even at home in Egypt. But let me just find out from you, Hanan and Jerry, who are you rooting for? Is it Liverpool or Real Madrid?
J'ai l'impression peut-être que le Real va gagner. What do you think, Jerry?
Mo Salah.
Obviously. Okay, for the love of an African man at the top of football right now.
Yeah. But there's no African players in Real Madrid?
There are, but he's the guy at the top. I mean, he's the star right now.
In fact, the whole of Egypt will be annoyed at you right now for choosing Real Madrid because everyone wants.
All right, and that brings us to the end of sport today. An interesting story we are following just before I sign out is that on the European leagues opposing FIFA's plans to introduce a global Nations League and expand the Club World Cup. These tournaments are projected to generate $25 billion in revenue. Thank you for watching Sport on Africa News. Until next time, I'll see you online.